Hi everyone, and welcome to Raw Spirituality, Health and Wellbeing with me, Amelia Campbell. I hope you're all feeling good wherever you may be in the world right now. I'd like you all to take some deep breaths with me so we can just bring ourselves into this space, into this room. So just with me now, close your eyes and take some deep breaths into your belly. Filling your belly with air and then breathing slowly out through your mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And with each breath, just letting go of any worries or stresses, any concerns about today, or anything that may or may not be bothering you. And just relax. So today I'd like to talk to you about full body listening. So this is the ability to listen to others, the whole of our being. It actually can be quite challenging because we've been so conditioned to talk back to someone instead of listen, or nod our heads in agreement, or shake our heads in disagreement, or fidget, or just not look at people when they're speaking. There's so many different avoidance techniques that we seem to have built in. And this is really about the art of full body listening. So being the space for the other person to express themselves fully, without interfering, without interrupting, just allowing them to be themselves. This is one of the greatest gifts that we can give another, is to fully listen, to fully be a space of presence and listen and hold space for them and whatever it is that they want to share. Because often people can find that they find the answers to questions that they might have just by being able to talk about what's going on with them and having the space to hear themselves. And when we interrupt and we interfere, we actually interfere with their own healing process, their own process of wisdom, because we all have the answers within ourselves. We just sometimes need the space to be held for us to discover those answers. So it's one of the kindest, most beautiful things we can do for another human being, is just to be there and listen to them. It's a space of presence, and give them our full, undivided attention and energy. And being, the beingness that we are, giving somebody that. That's truly love for another. It's real compassion for another, to hold space for them. And it is a challenging thing to do, and also something that I've noticed recently is that people who are not feeling like they're being heard will tap you, on your leg, on your arm, on your shoulder, because they don't feel that they're ever being listened to. Not necessarily because of you, but because they don't feel heard, they don't feel seen. And when we give someone space to be themselves and to speak openly, we allow them to be seen. We allow them to see themselves as they are. You know, we become a perfect reflection for them. And it can be challenging because we are so used to interfering, giving suggestions or explanations or our own two pennies worth of what we feel about their situation, which of course we haven't actually experienced. And even if we did experience it, we would experience it in a different way because we're all seeing the world as individuals. We're all living in our own mini universe. So practice full body listening. Practice being the space for the other. Do this with your friends, your family, your partner, your kids. Really let them be themselves. And the more you listen, the more they will love themselves and get to know themselves, as will you, through that space of presence. And when you listen, of course, there is the silence that's all around us, that moves through us, that's within us. It's the background of every single noise. And silence is the greatest communication. So much can be said through silence. And silence has its own profound sound too. There is a sound to silence. And a depth. And truth arises through silence. So be a gift to someone today and be the silent space for them to be themselves, to love themselves, to really hear their own voice. And just take some more deep breaths now with me, bringing yourself fully here, listening. Use this space to practice. What do you feel in your body while you hear my words? What do you feel? What do you notice? Is there any tension while you're listening to me speak? Breathe into that space. See what happens. Are there any thoughts while you're listening to my voice? Just allow them to be there. Stay focused, stay committed to being here, to being true to yourself and others, and honest to yourself and others. Full body listening happens with every cell in your being. A space opens up. You are that space. You are that presence. And you are a place of love for the other. So enjoy practicing. Much love and many blessings to you all. And namaste.